this is Belts of Iron. It's an automation game that focuses on building a factory with the purpose of returning home. Anyway, we start hurtling towards the surface of the planet. We are going to crash land, and very unfortunately, there is pretty much nothing that we can do about it, regardless of how much I try and slow our descent. We are going to end up, there we go, crashing very gently into the surface of the planet. But that is absolutely A-okay. Right. Pod integrity is damaged, however, we are alive. Your mission is to build a factory capable of opening a portal back home. We don't know where that home is, but that is the objective. To succeed, you'll need to harvest resources, automate production, and protect yourself from hostile creatures. Good luck. Indeed. Good luck indeed. Right, let's dismantle our pod. That will get me a couple of iron ingots and copper ingots. With that, we can make ourselves a crowbar, which is going to allow us to smash up a whole bunch of things in the world. We can also make ourselves some iron plates, which I will start doing right now. There are a couple of different resource patches around us. We will chat about them in just a little bit. There's also, I don't know, some red resources over there. But for now, what I really need to focus on is getting a little bit of wood, ideally with the purpose of building a research table. I think we're also going to probably need to get a little bit of stone in order to get some stone furnaces, which will be, hopefully, coming online fairly soon. So let's do a little bit of rudimentary resource collection and see where that leaves us. Right, a decent variety of resources that are just chilling around on the floor have been picked up. Oh yeah, we've also got a little jetpack, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I can use that to run around and get from place to place pretty quickly. So, these things, the things with, like, I don't know, little smoke particles coming out of them, they are resource patches which we are going to be able to hopefully automatically mine. Just going to grab myself a little bit more iron ore. For a base of operations, I think we ideally want somewhere that is pretty central between that's stone, that is coal, that is iron, and then that is copper. So I think this area seems like almost the perfect location to start a rudimentary base. How do we build a base? Well, it starts with a research table as per the onboarding instructions over at the left. Research table is literally just 5 logs. Boom, we can get ourselves one of those. We can put that down, rotate it around, and we can interact with it. Very simply, what we need to do is we need to supply these things. These are basically data packs, mechanical data packs, and we need 5 in order to get the first bit of tech on the tech tree. So this tech tree is fairly substantial, actually. Industrial data pack, railways, steam turbine, piercing rounds, grenades, rifles. Oh yeah, there are some enemies. We've not come across them yet, but we will over the course of time. Let's get these data packs in here for now. And then let's get them all researched. Once that has been researched, we will be able to unlock whatever it is that we want. This is all the sort of manual stuff at the moment. So, you know, manual data entry, manual research table. But of course, we're going to be automating all of this as we go. And with any luck, it shouldn't take that long at all. Okay, let's get this unlocked. This is going to allow me to get a stone furnace, iron ingot, and a copper ingot. And actually, because I already have a bunch of... we need 8 stone? Yeah, do I not have 8 stone? I got 6 stone. You're kidding me. Really? I thought I had all the resources that I needed in order to make some nice little sweet progress, but apparently I was misinformed. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be able to get a couple more bits of stone real quick here. There we go. Slam you in there. And do I want to get some more stone? I mean, whilst we're over here, we might as well. That seems fine. There's nothing necessarily wedding me to this sort of central area. I could quite easily just, you know, go into... that's not what I meant to do, but that's kind of nice that we can see all the stone deposits on the resource scanner here. Kind of cool. Copper. Yep, copper is over there exactly where we thought it would be. What do you know? It's where we thought everything would be. Right, I need a stone furnace right now. We don't necessarily need to be building more stuff. Let's get 5 more thingies, 5 more data packs, and then let's see if we can try and get this plonked down. Our objective is to get 20 iron ingots and 20 copper ingots, both of which should be fairly easy to do with the resources that I've got. Maybe need a little bit more iron, but that's fine. Let's start with the iron, and then let's use wood logs. I don't really want to use coal yet. Let's maybe actually use coal instead. I think that's probably going to be a better idea. Right, so 20 iron ingots, that should take no time at all. Let's also throw these mechanical data packs into there. The reason that we want to do that is because we are going to be able to unlock, or at least progress towards unlocking, the electric mining drill. We're going to need the electric mining drill and the combustion generator and copper wire in order to automate our resource extraction. And we're probably going to want, in the first instance, to automate the extraction of iron ore. I imagine that that is probably something that we're going to want to try and do. Yeah, so that leaves me with 5 more needed. Hold on, before I go, let's just throw in a little bit more copper there. That's cool, so at least we can start the progress on getting copper up and running. I'm thinking, in terms of operations, we've got to get a automated mining drill set up for iron, and then we've got to get an automated mining drill set up for coal. And if we're able to do both of those things, then we have basically taken away half of the automation issues that we could possibly have. Right, good news. Let's get ourselves electricity. Fantastic. Let's get that built, and let's see what do we need in order to build an electric mining drill. It's literally just iron plate. Okay, that's fine. Let's yoink this, and let's put these in here. Let's achieve this objective. We can do this and then turn some of these iron ingots into iron plates. No issues whatsoever. Combustion generator is a stone furnace, 4 iron plate, and 3 copper wire. Well, let's build, I don't know, let's build 4 copper wire for now. Iron plates, yep, we will yoink this. Cool. Build an electric mining drill. Video game, it was already on my plans. It was already in my list of ambitions. And then we need another stone furnace, which means I need 8 stone, which means I need a little bit more stone, but that's fine. Electric mining drill, let's get this plonked down. And let's get it plonked down right over here. Nice, it snaps onto there, perfect. We literally throw it, that's cool. And we build a combustion generator and a little bit of copper wire. I've already built the copper wire, so we should be able to make this all work. If I get just a little bit more stone, we build a stone furnace, and then with that, build a few more of those plates, and then build a combustion generator, and that is going to be golden. So, much like Satisfactory, we are able to... Let's, tell you what, let's make it over at this side so that I can feed a belt in here. Obviously, there is a little input area that we're going to be able to throw some... Can I throw some wood in there? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's cool. There's a little input slot that will allow us to get belt in there. Cool. All right, look at that. We are now officially automating the extraction of iron ore, which is pretty great. Craft and upload more data packs to unlock automation and logistics to continue your journey. Fine. That's good. I keep pressing that. I mean to press F. I can dismantle from long range. That's actually quite handy. That's good. So let's take this out to here. So we're going to need a fuel source as an input, and then we're going to need an iron, well, the iron to come from there. That's fine. I guess this is where we're going to be doing our research, so that's fine. Right, I need some more packs. Some packs would be grand, and I need conveyor belts. What is it? Basic automation and logistics. Which one is that? Let's build 3... What do I need more of? I need more stone. Ah, that's where my stone is going. Maybe I want to get stone automated. Stone's all the way over there, though, so that's a bit of a pain in the backside to get access to. Let's just do this. So I need basic automation and I need logistics. So I think logistics is the belts, and then I guess we'll figure out what basic automation is in just a second. Let's have a look. Concrete buildings, basic automation. Yeah, so logistics is this one. Basic automation is a constructor, which is basically an assembler, and then the iron gear, which is going to be the more, well, I guess a more advanced bit of kit that we can build in the assembler. How's this looking? It's looking fine. We're going to need to get some coal, though. Oh, look at that. 44 iron. Looking grand. Right, throw this into there. Get 1... 2 more of... Oh, no. Did not mean to do that. 2 more of those. That's fine. Let's throw... I don't know. Wood and then 44 iron in there. I pretty desperately need to get another electric mining drill. So, you know what? Let's do one of these right in there. Let's get 2 more mechanical data packs, and then let's throw the remainder of the data packs right in there. Then let's head on up to this location up here with my wonderful little jetpack, and we will deposit you right over there. A couple of bits of copper wire later. We might not be able to stretch. We might not be able to stretch all the way down here. This might be too far. Wire is too long. That is kind of what I was worried about. There might be a way around this, actually. And the way around it is as follows. Let's dismantle. Let's bring it slightly closer to the middle. And let's have a little look-see. Will you work now? You absolutely will. Brilliant. Okay, so I will use the rest of my wood. Sure, I'm not happy about it. Each mine apparently uses 90 kilowatts, which is fine. It's not a problem. Just means that we're going to be producing at both ends, which is going to be much more efficient. Cool. Tech tree, logistics, 5 data banks. Let's get it. That's also going to get me belt splitter, belt merger, and the iron gear. Okay, let's do it. Let's build it. And how are we doing over here? We have got 28 iron ingots. Marvelous. So what I really want to do, right, if we're going to keep our coal combustion generators over here, we're probably going to want to set up, I need lots and lots of iron plates. Yeah, we're going to want to bring this down directly. Let's do as much as we possibly can, right? As much conveyor as we possibly can at this present moment. That'll be fine. And I needed 5 data packs, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it was 5. Pretty sure it was 5 for... It's 10. Okay, alright, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be building the darn things anyway. Let's go and test out the belts. Okay, quite small belts. But, you know, much like Satisfactory, we are able to... We're able to build them like so. That's good. Okay. Overlapping another object, but that's fine. Oh, wow. Okay, so that entire section, by the way, counts as a single bit of belt. That's pretty good. That's really good. How do I get a belt splitter? It requires some gears, which I can make manually, which I will do. I need fuel. I need fuel for that. We're okay with this. How do I pick up... Oops. How do I pick up resources? Just literally with the E button. That's cool. Right, I'm missing 1 in every 3, but honestly, it'll be enough. It's only temporary. We don't need to worry about it. Don't sweat the small stuff, Potato. It's fine. Okay. Good. You in there. Brilliant. And I tell you what, since we're just keeping it really simple, let's get you right over to there. Superb. So that will mean that we have at least half automated this setup, which I am quite happy about. Yeah, I wanted to get a splitter, didn't I? Yeah, and I needed, of course, yeah, I needed the output from here. Marvelous. The day when I'm going to be able to automatically craft iron plates without having to worry about other stuff is going to be great. It's going to be a great time as soon as we can automatically craft iron plate. For now, however, let's just get... Can we... Oh, we can put that onto the belt here. Okay, that's quite interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. And then, presumably, we can go into dismantle mode. We get a bit of conveyor belt there. And then we can go straight in over there like so. Nice. Okay, well, I'm not unhappy about that. How do we want to do this? Tell you what, let me just see. Was there an issue with the electricity supply? It looks like there was an issue with the electricity supply. That's fine. Let's dismantle you. Because for now, I tell you what, I'm gonna get another electric mining drill. I'm gonna have to get another couple of stone furnaces. But for now, if we can just at least automate part of this. There we go. We'll put one of you there. Sure, this is gonna look a little bit janky. A little bit janky at the moment. But put that in there. And then bring this out here. And that will... Yeah, you know what? And you know what? This is fine. This is fine. I mean, it's hardly going to set the world alight, but it is cool, at least. Yeah, I like that. At least it's automated. I don't need to think about it. As long as the combustion generator has got coal, which it does, then that is good, and we will keep the good times going. Well, I don't know what happened to the weather, but everything else is looking good. So, yeah, this is all automated. I've also got myself a little tiny setup over there for stone, which is basically just so that I can pilfer bits off the belt here for any sort of, like, projects that I need. I mean, it's not... I mean, I literally don't even have... To be fair, what I could do, thinking about it, I could throw down a stone furnace and use this stone furnace as a chest for now. That's kind of an idea, I suppose. And that would just allow me to... yeah, I presume that's okay. Yeah, and we just take the stone out of here. I mean, we might be able to process the stone in something in the future, but that's not really the point of what I'm looking for at the moment. Anyway, where is my research table? It is over here. I have built myself a bunch of iron plates. Annoyingly, 50 is the maximum number that we can stack on any given stack. Oh, look, there we go. The weather is fixing itself. Marvelous. Let's get cracking on the basic automation research so that we can get that big old tooltip out of the way. Also, we've got this coming along. This is looking great. We've got plenty of coal that is going into the generator over there, which I am happy about, and we'll throw down our last couple of components over yonder. Cool. All right, that should be it. What's next? Probably want to try and get another furnace. Dare I suggest, probably want to get a couple of gears, and the reason that I want gears is because I'm going to want to get some additional splitters, and these additional splitters will be used, I hope, to allow me to increase my iron production just that little bit further. Tell you what I would love, by the way. I would love the ability to snap together. How good would that be? I would love the ability to snap buildings. That'd be really, really cool. But anyway, we're just going to have to sort of eyeball it, which is fine. It's fine for now. So, iron, yep, we're going to split right here. And tell you what, let's rotate this around so that we interact, there we go, from that side, and that means that we are going to have to do a little bit of belt redrawing. I don't like the position of that splitter over there, but it's fine. So that'll be fine, and then you can go out to here, which is marvelous, and then I guess I probably want to get another double combo over here, just so that we can keep it sort of consistent and keep it looking good. Sure, but you know what? We can do that after I get myself... Concrete? Maybe. Basic automation. Yep. Constructor and iron gears. Sure. Let's get that unlocked. Boom. We have got ourselves a little bit more screen real estate. Let's put it that way. Let's build a constructor. Let's build another couple of belt splitters. And let's also build... Tell you what, build me an infinite amount of belt. That's what we're after. That's good. And then we go 5. That should work. Yep, that looks like it's splitting appropriately. And then this comes down here like so. Amazing. That comes out there like so. And then this goes out through there. Superb. Well, that works really rather well, I think. I don't know if we're going to have the amount of throughput required to actually make all of this work, but you never know. You never know. Also, let's just yoink all of our stone out of there. That is exactly the point of that stone furnace. It may be a little bit ridiculous, but boy oh boy, it's cool. Right, so I'm going to see if we can survive with just one of these, but we may almost certainly need to get... a multiple. Yeah, I'm thinking that we will. So, change recipe. Let's make iron plates. Absolutely. And then we need to get power up here. So, let's get maximum connections. Are we only allowed 2 connections from... Okay, well, if we're only allowed 2 connections from there, what about a connection to here? I simply don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. I think that's allowed? Really? Okay, well, you know what? That's what we'll do for now. I don't have pylons, power pylons yet, but I'll get them soon. Oh boy, look at this. Okay, I take it back. Iron input rate is 120. Output rate is 120. We can absolutely manage to. Yeah, this is good. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll yoink that. We'll make a couple of those. I'm gonna get, you know, actually just give me more. I'll zone up another. I'll queue up another constructor. I'll get a belt merger as well. And we still don't have any storage facilities. That's fine. Let's get as many of those mechanical data packs as we can. So that's going to require stone and iron plates. We're okay with that. We're okay with this. Let's go and put you a little bit of distance away so that we can squeeze some other stuff in there if we are required to do so. For now, we're just going to buffer in the machine. Yeah, very simply, buffer in the machine. Yoink this in there. Excellent. And sure, we'll just have that coming across there, which is not a very permanent solution. We're almost certainly going to want to get more resources and more furnaces coming across here, but it's fine for now. It's fine for now. Cool. So iron plates, we're pumping out the iron plates at a rate of knots. Conveyor belt does 120 items per minute, so that number should be staying, well, pretty even as long as we have power. Okay, well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. How are we doing? Are we... Yeah, I was going to say, I suspect that we probably do not have enough power on this grid. And that's maybe a good reason to investigate the researching of something that will allow us to help with that. Also, I need to turn all of this into iron plates, sure. And then a few more splitters. Get rid of all this. There we go. And then do all of that on the output. That's fine. I'm quite happy with this being my power place. Yep, I think we're okay with this. We're gonna grab a splitter here. We're gonna get another splitter there. Yep, thereabouts. We will nab a combustion thingy. 3 copper wire. 1, 2, 3. Cancel all that because we don't actually need it. There we go. One of those. 3 copper wire. And then this. Cool. And you know what? Let's queue up some more copper wire as well. Do not have any copper production at this present moment. Am I okay with that? I think I am. I think we're fine with that. Okay, so that pops in there. That pops in there. And just like that, we should be able to magic ourselves a little bit more power. It's going to take a little bit of... There we go. Organizing. And this is, again, this is a temporary connection, but we'll fix that up. How does that do? Power generated 90 out of 240 kilowatts. Grid satisfaction is 100%. Yeah, we shouldn't have any issues, I don't believe. It's probably because these machines are idle at the moment, and the reason that they're idle is because we have got no demand for more iron gears than 50 at any given time. So let's clean that out of there and make sure that we can keep the good times going. Okay, storage is absolutely on the agenda. Electric poles are on the agenda. Concrete buildings are on the agenda. Let's get that. Let's get that. And then we can start looking at properly the first level of automation. I mean, we still need to get mechanical data packs made. The assembler, I think... Yeah, the assembler is going to be a two entry assembler. Yeah, so we're going to have 2 entry points, which I think is exactly what we want to do. Let's make as many mechanical data thingies as we can. Also, personal chest, storage container. Storage container is absolutely the best use for this. Yeah, cancel all that. There we go. Get rid of that. Build me a few storage containers. Do I need to build anything else? Electric drill. Electricity poles. They require logs. You gosh darned annoying video game. All of that, honestly. 61? Okay, you know what? We're cool with that. We are very cool with that. Let's... Oh, can we... No, we can't insert that. Interesting. Interesting that we can't insert that, but we can insert a splitter. Anyway, that's fine. And you know what I'll do? I'm just going to quickly pop back up to here. Yeah, because I would imagine that this combustion generator has run out of juice, which it absolutely has. And I will just pop manually, I don't know, 28 bits in there, which is perfect. I really want to get to grips with what that big pile of red stuff is. Kind of curious, isn't it? Right, yoink you. I'm going to make sure that I have got a few more of those being worked on, and then I'm real quick going to go and collect some of these trees over here and see if we can try and get some pylons, because I really, really want to get more than just, like, one connection. Also, it's starting to rain again. Gosh darn it, this weather really sucks. Well, it's a full-on, full-blown dreary day here. This is miserable. I can't turn the weather off either. I wish I could. I wish I could. Right, mechanical data packs. Let's throw a few more of them into the mix. This is all looking good now. I can get myself some power pylons. Let's go and do that. With these data packs, I am going to get mining speed plus 100%. I wouldn't say no to that either, but you know what? We need to focus our priorities on the assembler. The wiring kit is going to give me the constructor, and that is absolutely the thing that we need to get built. No, not the constructor, the assembler. And we need iron plates for it as well. Okay, now that we've got iron plates here, I'm thinking that I probably want to be buffering at every stage. Yeah, there's pretty much no reason not to buffer, as far as I see it. So that will mean that we get effectively, you know, we don't lose any production on our transitional sort of steps here. Here we go. Let's maybe curve this round a little bit, because don't really want to end up building on that hill. That's fine. You, what is it? That's good. And then we need to get power up and running. And the way that we're going to do power, so I'm going to scrap that connection. Yep. And then from here, get rid of you for now. I don't need this. There we go. Yeah, give me some power poles. Give me a power pole right there. It doesn't really need to be any specific configuration, but what I'm thinking is that we just get you up to there. You up to there. Nice. Okay, how many connections can we have? It doesn't say how many connections we can have, but that's fine. So that all connects up through there. Let's get a bespoke pylon right over here, and then let's just connect right on in. Yeah, perfect. That's looking good. And so that will give me loads and loads of plates, and we should have no issues with that at all. And iron gears. I've actually got loads of iron gears on my person right now. I need iron ingots. You're kidding me. I need iron ingots for the wiring kits? Well, that's fine, I suppose. How many wiring kits do I need for the assembler? 5. I think I will have exactly the right number. No, I will not. I need copper wire. Okay, so here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to get an electric mining drill. We don't probably need any more combustion generator things, but we probably should try. I'm going to need at least one more constructor. Yeah, I know I've already got a constructor here, but that's fine. And then let's get this taken across here. I don't know how far we're going to be able to stretch. Okay, right to there. Not bad. In fact, I think that should be plenty long enough for our needs. And then we'll build you there. We will buffer... Oh, I need to get coal out here, don't I? That's okay. Coal should be easy enough. Yeah, I'm going to buffer copper as well, because why the heck not? Sure, buffer here. We're not going to get multiple different mines on this source. It's just one. Right, where do I want to do my copper processing? I guess kind of down here. Let's get one more of these. Let's get this in there. This in there. We'll get 2 belt splitters 4 belt splitters. We got lots of belt splitters, in fact. We'll get you coming in from there. You coming in from there. This is nasty. It's nasty, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right. And then, is the weather improving? Maybe. Maybe. Right. Get this across to here. Can I go... Can I build up? Oh, I totally can build up. Let's try and build up at that angle so that we can keep this area roughly level. Cool. We build up literally just by dragging our mouse up. So, yeah, pretty much right there. That's perfect. And then you're going to come down to here. That all connects up quite nicely. Let's see if the lateral connections work. Certainly looks like it. Does seem like the belts are pretty forgiving. I mean, that's a pretty nasty slope there, but worked out. And then that goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. And then below, we get down below as well. Okay, so the key feature of this is that it is scalable. That is the entire point of our operation. We connect it up. Great. We don't even need another power pylon, which is good because I do not actually have any other copper. We are without copper at the present moment. Okay, so belt merger. We're going to get a storage container or 2. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to throw belt merger in here. Yoink. 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 Very, very good. We like this. Okay, so that goes there, and then you do copper wire, and then we will just buffer copper wire. And I think that's it. Yeah, we need to get some of this copper wire. We need to get ironically enough, I can't get any copper wire because we don't have any power, and the reason I can't get power is because I don't have copper wire. So there we go. Problem solved. So that is looking good. I'm happy with that. If we get more copper ore at a later date, then we can obviously throw it onto the line. Same with coal, same with pretty much everything. Yeah, we can make this work. Oh, cool. We can set the belt merger prioritization as well, which is quite nice. Okay, good. Right. Let's get some more of this copper wire, and then let's see if we can try and make some... just make as many wiring kits as we possibly can, I guess. Cool. And then that will allow us to make an assembler, which we will do. And then I will go back to making more mechanical data packs. Good. And we're going to just throw them into the research machine so that we can get that all researched. I could get another research table, by the way, and just duplicate it. But given that I'm not really that bothered about staying actively up to date with research, we just kind of like let it happen in the background, I'm pretty content just to let that one chill. Okay. Next thing, we need to get this assembler up and running, and the good stuff that we want to make in the assembler is said data packs. So we will have the iron plates coming out right over here, and you know what? I will yoink as many of them as I possibly can, because I need them all. Belt splitter, and... do I need anything else? I don't think I do. I want to be splitting because we're going to obviously... We're going to need iron plates for more than just this, but that's fine. And then I guess I just want to split this belt here. I mean, there's not really anything else that I'm currently doing with... There's not really anything else I'm currently doing with stone. I'm literally just stockpiling it in case I need it for furnaces. So, nice problem to have, I guess. Cool. We will almost certainly need it for other stuff in the future, and what I'm thinking is probably like concrete. I mean, that's something that we can get now, right? Yeah, concrete requires 2 stone, so there you go. Exactly why we need to maintain concrete. Cool. All right, there we go. Data packs, fantastic. I will output that over here, and just like so. Nice. Right. I can look at the tech tree again, because we have pretty much done everything that we need to do in terms of automation. We could automate the construction of conveyor belts, stuff like that. That might be worth looking at. It's always good to do conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are always a good thing to do in video games, I feel, in factory builders, because you always regret at the end. I always regret anyway. I always regret the fact that I just build so many conveyor belts by hand. It's just like something that I'm constantly doing. I'm definitely not going to regret the placement of this, am I? Just kidding. Absolutely am. But the point is... Oh, maximum connections. We have to throw it onto the other one. Fine. The point is, I always need more conveyor belts, and they're always good to get. So, yeah, let's do it. Cool. Conveyor belts will start coming through. Fantastic. Right, let's actually look at the tech tree now. So we've got mining speed. Mining speed is relatively easy for us to get. We just need a few more mechanical data packs. And you know what? I will build another research table. I don't have lots of wood here, which does kind of worry me a little bit, because I need it for the poles, but whatever. We'll just put this down over here. We'll slam in a few more of those. And yeah, we can't automate this, but we can get a lab that will allow us to do research automation in a little bit. Right, ferro crystal processing. That will unlock the tactical data pack. Tactical data pack is ranged weaponry, melee damage, you know, the fun stuff. But not really the stuff that I'm interested in, to be fair. Research lab would be great. In fact, a research lab would be an amazing bit of kit to get and make my 8 wiring kit. Can I do that? Almost. In fact, yes, I should be able to do that. So yeah, that research lab will allow me to automatically get stuff uploaded, and means that I can absolutely trash this. Might not have the speed needed to work, so it's probably good that I have those manual facilities around. Let's put you up the hill a little bit and throw you in there. Great. And then we get more power. And honestly, I think I'm going to get another power cable, because I strongly suspect that we will be at capacity. In fact, we might already be at our power limit here. Satisfaction is 100%. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Either way, that will get me way more mechanical data packs up and running quite quickly, which is good. What's the issue here? Any issue? Ah, we are out of power over there. Well, I tell you what, this is probably a good time. I don't have many more cables. No, I've got cables. I just don't have power pylons. But yeah, we can absolutely, and we should absolutely link this up to our main grid. Yeah, no reason not to. And then we will do right-click to dismantle. We'll get back a little bit of good stuff. Also, I'm going to immediately get the mining speed upgrade, which will effectively double the production rate of, well, everything, which solves my fuel issues. I mean, I don't really have any fuel issues, but I think that coal is looking a little bit sparse, if I'm honest. So that'll fix that. Also, we're going to need to introduce this new combustion generator over here. Maybe not necessarily right now, but grid satisfaction is at 100%, but it is occasionally dropping, which is not ideal. So we want to make sure that that is fixed. Oh, that does. It shows us a little overview, like a little lineup thing. That's kind of cool. Still no snapping, but that's all right. Right, and then 6. Can't tie that together. Although we could tie that together, and that is almost certainly what I should do. Yeah, let's go dismantle you. Yep, you're obviously going to get very upset. Let's go tie that to there, and then tie this into there. Yeah, and so then we can just chain all of these combustion generators together, which is exactly what I think we'll do. And yeah, now we should be at 100% grid satisfaction pretty much the entire time, which is good. Excellent. Love to see it. Happy with that. Grid satisfaction, power grid load, 63%. Grid satisfaction, as long as that number is staying at 100%, we are happy. Cool. Good. And, of course, there was a little bit of stone interruption to the stone service. Could probably add the stone manually. Yeah, and just throw in 50 stone to just chill over there for now, which is exactly what I'll do. Right, electrical data pack. That's a brand new type of data pack. Research speed. Yeah, don't hate it. Mining speed. I mean, mining speed is literally just more and more data packs here. Mechanical data packs, that is. Research speed is literally just more data packs as well. So the only thing that we can really do is this one here. This is going to unlock the electrical data pack, and then that will unlock advanced smelting in the blast furnace, and that in turn unlocks steel. So yeah, I guess let's go and get that done. Well, the good news is that we have got the data packs to do the electrical data pack unlock. Advanced smelting, we are moving towards that. Do we need... Yeah, we need electrical data packs for that. The bad news is that the weather, once again, is rainy. Like, why does the weather need to be bad? Like, why? Why does the weather need to be bad? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Right. Electrical data pack. Okay, this requires 2 wiring kits and a belt splitter. So, the wiring kits, I believe, are actually quite easy. Yeah, that's just the iron ingots and the copper wire. That's fine. So let's make ourselves an assembler. We need a constructor and then 5 wiring kits. And the 5 wiring kits are the harder thing to get our hands on. And in fact, yeah, we do not have much... We do not have much iron ore coming in. Is it worth me? There's another iron ore source up there, over in those hills. What about over here? There's another iron ore source just over there. That's potentially quite interesting. So I think an electric mining drill, that would be for the best. I mean, we don't necessarily have to integrate it with this belt, but I think I probably want to. I mean, I think if anything, right, we want to be overproducing. Hold on, let me just take power. Yeah. If anything, we want to be overproducing iron. I mean, it is one of those sort of key resources that we really want to be making as much with as we possibly can. Cool. Oh, nice. We can run along wires. Cool. Great news. You go there. We get one last... There we go. One last hookup. And I will just build with the longest bits of belt that I possibly can. There we go. Oh. Yep. We could do a little bit of elevation. Put a little bit of elevation on this thing. Yep. Nice. And... Sure. We can go up and down. I don't particularly care. Nice. And then, where is the... This is a merger, isn't it? Yeah, this is a merger. It's merger, squeeze onto the belt. Merger squeezes onto the belt. And then you just hook straight in. Cool. Alright. Yeah, we will see if we need more. I think my current rate of production... What's my current rate of production? It's 60 per minute. So that should give me a very full belt here. So we're not yet to the stage where we need to think about getting more. But that's fine. The other thing that I want to do is take this out of here. We need to get a belt splitter. Let's get... In fact, you know what? Let's not build any belts. We don't need to build belts. Because I've already got belts that is being manufactured over there. See, that's why we do it. So that I don't have to keep manufacturing it myself. Right. So you go into there. You go into there. And then, where do we want to do our production of wiring kits? I think probably here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should get me enough. Beautiful. And then one of those suckers right in there. And... I mean, this is going to be so unscalable if I build it in here, isn't it? Build it over there. Yeah. Build that over there. And I tell you what, let's do... Belt is too steep? Okay, so there is a limit. There is a limit. There is a limit. Overlapping another object. It's probably me. Yep. That was a bit annoying, but it's fine. and then down into here. Yeah, and then the copper wire, we're just going to come from... I really want to... I want to build tall belts. What can I say? But I probably shouldn't. Right, up to there. Nice. And then down into here. Good. How's that? That's looking... It's looking pretty decent to me. Looking pretty decent to me. So, we can get ourselves... What is it? Wiring kits? Yep. We should be powered up. We should be ready to rock and roll. We're going to throw down one of those over there. We're going to throw one of those down. And we are going to wait eagerly for the arrival of some copper wire. Which maybe I should be buffering... I mean, how is this looking? Maybe I should be buffering it a little bit more. We got loads of copper wire. And we got loads of copper ingots as well. So this is why we buffer. This is why we buffer, so that we're not wasting any of that glorious, glorious production. Right. So that's the wiring kit. Next stage is the belt splitter, which is actually quite similar in the sense. Not super challenging. We're going to have to split that belt over there, I think. And through the magic of editing, I have built that entire production line for electrical data banks. And even a little research lab for them to fall into. Anyway, we have got the... Well, that's the wiring thing over there. And then this is basically the splitter component, which we are... Insufficient power? Ooh. Okay, that's a little bit worrying, but that's fine. Anyway, what we've got over here is our very, very meekly supplied, very, very meekly supplied, and in fact, we're going to have to fix this, meekly supplied iron gear processing facility. We need way more iron plates. There is simply no excuse. We have got far too much iron ore coming in here. I don't know how quickly we're able to process. Okay, so we're able to process at 30 in, 30 out. We have 120 coming in at the moment. So let me just absolutely make some critical changes here. Belt splitter, we'll get at least 2 more of those. We'll get some more stone furnaces as well. Happily, there's plenty of stone just chilling over here for me to make a bunch of additional furnaces. And then we are going to add 2 more like that. And like that. And like that. Good. Good. We can also double these up, by the way. I have yet to do that, but we could have furnaces coming out the back here. I don't particularly think that that's something that I want to do, but it's an option. It's an option. Right, let's go make sure this lines up. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to line up, but feels like it would be a good thing to do. What about over here? We get this lined up to this splitter? No. Okay. Apparently not. That's fine. Right. Into there and into there. Let's do the further away ones first so that we can actually maybe do it a little bit more easily. Yep. 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 Perfect. And then everything should just get fed into... I mean, we're going to need to use 2 mergers, but that's fine. Should just get fed into here. And then we're going to throw down an additional merger. Beautiful. And then that inputs to there. That inputs to, to there. And then that goes to there like so. Marvelous. And I think that will mean that we have a 100% throughput ratio. Need to make sure that my coal line is reconnected. That is very, very important. But that's fine. Okay, are we still having power issues? I suspect that we probably are. Let's go and take a little gander over at our combustion generators. What are we doing? Grid satisfaction is at 9400%. I mean, it's not far off 100, to be honest. Let's try building one more. Let's try building one more, and then let's see. We should be having electrical data banks come through now. Like, that should absolutely be happening. Build some more splitters. Keep scaling this out so that we can... There we go. Keep everything working. And do I have any copper? I do not have any copper wire. That is unbelievably frustrating, but that's okay. That's why we got a jetpack, and that's why we're able to nip all the way back across here. So, this is all looking very, very good. We're up to 189 data packs, which I think is fine. We don't need to worry about the balancing too much at the moment, but, you know, we will consider that in due course if we need to. Let's get that into there. Cool. And then let's hope that that means that we have 100% grid satisfaction. Brilliant. And load is at 71%. Fine. Can I just go and double check that my... Yeah, it's not connected. My new lab is connected. Let's link you up to that pylon over there. Cool. And then we will get through these 8 electrical data packs, and that will give me just a little bit more goodness. Right, how is this all looking? This is all looking fine. We are getting... How many splitters? Or how many splitters are we making? We need 40 a minute. How many am I able to make with this thing? We're able to make 40 a minute. So really, you're telling me, video game, that the problem is that we just do not have enough iron plates coming through. You are able to produce... you're able to use iron ingots at the rate of 120 per minute. We should be producing iron ingots at the rate of 120 a minute. I think, yeah, iron ingot 30 per minute times 4. That's 120. So we really shouldn't have any delays here. This should all be straightforward, straight through. And then half is going up there for the wiring kit, and then the other half is continuing on up here. Cool, that's what we like to see. Right, let's take a little peek at what we've got going on here. 200 data packs for increased mining speed. If I do this, it will mean that I have to get more infrastructure and change out my infrastructure. I like the idea of research speed, but I also like the idea of advanced smelting. We need 25 electrical packs to do that. Let's take research speed so that we can make a little bit more progress with the old research. Electrical data packs, that will make a difference. You know what? Let's do something here. I've got the opportunity to do... Let's make... Sure, 4 more iron furnaces for reasons which will become clear in just a sec. Is there a belt speed increase? Is there a belt speed increase? You see, oh, there is. So that's conveyor belt Mark II, which is double item capacity. Okay, and that is, it's not a million miles away, to be honest. We need to get oil extraction before then, but that's fine. Dismantle this, dismantle this, dismantle this, dismantle this. Dismantle this. Now, I do want to make sure that we are storing our very, very important stone resource somewhere, but it's not super critical. What I'm really hoping to try and do is I'm going to try and use the copy-paste tool here. Now, I honestly don't really have any idea how this is going to go, but if I do R, and then I do a box select, I kind of want to copy all this. Yeah. Yeah. Copy all the splitters. See, we'll... you see, it doesn't really... It doesn't really work in the way that I feel like I want it to work. Start at that level, maybe? Will that make a difference? No, you see, we need to... Oh, yeah, maybe let's try rotating it a little bit. Okay. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. So we copy here, left mouse button to confirm, start selecting. How do I paste? How do I paste? So Control C. Okay, good. And then we Control V as well. Where are these belts coming from? Oh, I've copied the crazy belts. That's okay. Right, I can't paste in yet. H lock ghost. Good. Vertical nudge down. Okay, that could be interesting. Oh. I like that a lot. Okay. Good. Control V. Oh, that worked. That absolutely flippin' worked. Oh, that was amazing. That was really good. That was really, really good. Okay, it's a little bit finicky. But boy, oh boy, we kind of killed that there, to be honest. That was pretty darn sick. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to dismantle this. We need to dismantle this. We need to dismantle that. We need to get this belt. connected up to here. We need to get this belt connected up to here. Yep, that's looking good. And then the coal line, I think, will just keep coming across. Yeah, I mean, we do need more coal, to be honest. I think I might actually want to get a new coal source. Because we just don't have enough. Where's the nearest coal source to where we are? Oh, that's a great question there, Potato. I'm honestly not sure. Is it the one on top of that hill? Potentially? Is there really... Maybe it's that one over there? I'm really unsure. Also, I feel like my jetpack is gonna absolutely do me dirty at some point. Yeah. Right. I think we need another coal source. I think we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get 2 of those. We're gonna get a couple of conveyor belts. No, we're not gonna get conveyor belts because I make conveyor belts. Don't be daft. We can get a few electric poles because I've got plenty of copper wires. We've got plenty of copper wires on us. Let's go and see if I can, first of all, pick up a few of these suckers. Brilliant. Great. And then let's go and get... Oh, I can't see the nearest coal source. I'm really not sure. I'm going to choose that one straight ahead. Resource... In fact, you know what? Let's do a resource scanner. Right. That's stone. Why did I choose stone? I didn't want stone. 1 coal? Coal 7-6. 7-6. I think it's that one. Okay, well, if it's that one, then it's that one. Let's go and set up a very quick route between that coal source and my base. Well, we've arrived at the coal source. There is a slight problem here. There is an enemy, like an enemy warren thing here. I don't know what this is. Can we destroy it? Don't really know if we can destroy it, to be honest. Oh yeah, it's got a little health bar there. Just gonna jump on it, and there we go. Just gonna see if I can try and destroy this thing here. Don't actually know if it's gonna be mission critical that it lives or dies. There are a lot of enemies spawning around me. Feel like I would be much happier if I had a rifle. Oh! Thank you. But alas, we managed to get out of there fairly unscathed. There's also this really, really weird, very, very weird crater here that I'm maybe going to be able to clear. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Also, is that more coal over there? No, that might be crude. That might be crude oil. Okay, which we have yet to discover yet. Okay, fine. Throw down... Nope, need that. Throw down one of these suckers. Yep, we'll go this way. And, oh, let's make sure whilst we're here. Let's get you connected up to... the power grids. You go all the way over there. You absolutely will. Cool. Well, you're not destroying my power lines, are you? I will destroy you then, if that's the case. We're gonna have to warm up the weapon hand. These enemies are they're not really that dangerous, are they? You know what? I'll just take the hits. Sure, but they drop raw ferrocrystal, which is nice to note. That's cool. All right. So that was fairly painless, actually. I mean, there was a tiny bit of pain, but most of it was fine. What I really want to do is see, can we get across this cavern here? Belt is too long, but we can go up to the top here and maybe cut the corner off. That's looking pretty good. And yes, we can. Nice. Build. Right, and then the good news is it's pretty much just a case of following our... Can I go up here? I don't know how I feel about that, building a belt on a power line. But you know what? It's kind of cool. Belt is too long. Overlapping another object. That object is me. Fine. Let's go over this little puddle, shall we? Cool. I like this. I do like this. Am I going to be able to clear? I think this might be pushing the length of a belt, to be honest. Not looking at anything. What about if I go halfway through the water? Yeah. Well, you know what? The belt building is flexible. Very, very flexible. I'll say that much. It's good. And we're basically back into copper territory now. Overlapping another object. Is that object the hillside? I think it might be. Yeah, let's get out of here a little bit. I mean, it's going to take us about 1 billion years to get this coal back to us. Technically, it should already be on the way, but we're going to need more coal for more things in the future anyway. So, as far as I can see, this is a real investment in our productivity here. Right. Let's get this plumbed in to yep, there. It's good. Only the last bit needs to look nice. The rest of the belt does not need to look nice. Okay, so that's looking fine. Let's see if I can try and get the copy paste tool out again. Oh, hold on. Let's do a couple more belt mergers. I've already got plenty of belts, but let's get copy paste tool out. I need to cancel that and then go here. See if I can try and copy all the bits of belts. Do you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Control C. I did get some weird pylon in as well. Control V. Paste. Yeah, okay, cool. That does actually work. It is a little bit janky, but that's fine. Definitely worth getting the connections copied, the belt connections copied at both sides, because if you don't, then, like me, you'll just have to redo all of that stuff. And again, the weather has turned. Why has the weather turned? Why? Yeah, what do I need to do with this? This is iron ore that I've got here. Probably want to be feeding that into here. Yeah. Let's turn it into plates first. Yeah, turn it into plates first. Through a constructor, which we can do here. Yep. Okay. Spaghetti. I know. But it's good spaghetti. And then this becomes plates. We get ourselves... Well, this must be the busiest flippin' electrical connection in history. Oh, we can connect to this one. Sure, let's do that. Okay. Good. Good. So, no iron is going to come through here for a little while, but when it does, boy, oh boy, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Now, what do I want to do with my excess coal? I mean, I don't really have that much excess coal, but the excess coal line does need to continue on over this way for the copper, which I think we should have... enough copper. No, we don't. I think we should have enough coal coming through here. We don't, apparently. Let's manually split a little bit of this out just because I feel like it's going to be necessary to keep an eye on what's going on there. Right. Whilst I have been doing that, hopefully, I don't know where the coal is, but it will be on the way. I hope, unless I have messed up something. Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see it. It's very, very difficult to see, but it is there. Good. Lost a little bit of HP for falling from that height there, but that's fine. Anyway, look, we can now do some research. That is great. Let's get advanced smelting. Absolutely, let's get that. Alternative concretes. That is 1 slag and water. So what does this give us? This gives us the blast furnace. Let's build this. Concrete, we need stone, which I've got plenty of. Oil extraction, I will get as well. Mining speed, I'm partial to mining speed. Ferrocrystal data pack. Let's get that unlocked. Ranged weaponry. Tactical data pack. Tactical data pack is made from 3 raw ferrocrystal, 1 iron plate, and 2 copper wire. I feel like maybe I just want to manually make those things. I mean, I only need like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need a few more ferro crystals. So I basically need to kill more of those dens. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fine, because all I'll do is I'll just throw my ferro crystal packs into here. And because we've got a faster upload speed, that will actually work out not too badly. Yeah, okay. Fine. Fine. Let's make ourselves a bunch of concrete whilst we are waiting. And then let's get a blast furnace. I think that's the only thing that we need concrete for at this present moment. So let's go and do that. Concrete, blast furnace. So that's going to be 3 iron plate and 2 coal. Well, it's a good thing that we are getting ourselves some more coal. And iron plates. I mean, iron plate is going to be coming from here. We should probably split off here. This is... Sure, we can put it in there. That's fine. And you know what? Let's bring it out this way. For reasons known only to me, we'll bring it out this way. We will split the coal line. Why the heck does it need to rain? I mean, honestly, this is just feels ridiculous. I feel like half the time that I'm playing this game, I'm seeing rain. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, good. I did drop something. I don't know what I dropped. Dropped constructor. It's fine. So, iron plates. And, yeah, that in there. I also suspect strongly that steel is going to be quite a cumbersome resource to deal with. Where's the coal, by the way? Can we see it? Is it here yet? Oh yeah, it's coming. It's sneaking ever closer, which is good. Oh, almost broke my legs there, but that's fine. Right, let's go into the blast furnace. Let's change the recipe. Ooh. Oh. So the blast furnace can do, literally, can just do iron ingots in 2 seconds without coal. Oh, that changes things. Oh, that changes things a lot. That changes an awful lot. How long does this take? What's the recipe for... What's the recipe length? Rate of 30 per minute? So it's every 2 seconds, basically. Yeah, so you're telling me, video game, that once I've got the ability to make blast furnaces, there is no reason to continue using regular furnaces. I mean, it will be way more intensive on the electricity grid, but the sort of upside is that now I only need to worry about electricity. I don't need to worry about anything else. Let's also set up a quick little assembly over here. Good for concrete. Bang that in. Marvelous. Bang this in. Marvelous. And connect you to the grid. Here. There we go. That's free. Satisfaction is at 100%. Cool. I'll add 50 stone there. And that is way more efficient at making concrete than I could ever be. So that is good. Right. I think the first place that I should deploy blast furnaces, without a shadow of a doubt, is here. Yeah, is the copper processing setup. Because if I delete this, then we can effectively diminish the need for coal that we have elsewhere. So, do you know what? Just multi-select. Can I multi-select all this? Sure. Let's do it. And then hold the right mouse button. We dismantle it all. Don't know what that is, but it's fine. There we go. And dismantle that. Cool. All right. Happy with that. Where are my bits? I've got lots of copper ore now, but that's fine. And we'll get you in there and you in there. So, I need to turn off multi-select. So, 3. Bring this down here. Bring this into there. Yep. And rounding out. Rounding out. And this is when we find out that that blast furnaces are prohibitively expensive for us to deal with. But hey ho, I guess we'll see. What is it? 15 kilowatts? That feels fine. That feels absolutely fine. We got a rate of 30 per minute, so we're not losing anything. Satisfaction is a little bit lower than it otherwise should be, but, I mean, that's fine. We're very okay with that. Good. And good. And just like that, we have liberated a little bit of coal, which is great. Now, given that I've just copy and pasted this entire setup, not exactly over the moon about the fact that I have to do this, but it's okay. Outputs, let's get one. Let's get as much concrete as we can. There we go. That's honestly stupid. I should not be doing that. Can I, as I say, can I add some of this excess stone that I'm building up in my inventory? Not easily, but that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, look at that. Power satisfaction is not where it needs to be. Yeah, we'll go and fix this. So I think what we want to do is we want to basically have all of our power coming from that mine over there, and then all of this coal here will be for the production of steel. That's currently what I'm vibing with. I can't start doing full-scale production of blast furnaces until I get a little bit more concrete. And I also need to free up a little bit of space. There we go. How many do I need? I need 8 blast furnaces. That storage container will contain a whole bunch of concrete. So I need 8. I need 2 more, which means I need more iron gears. Iron gears we should have here, but we don't have any yet. We don't have any iron gears. It's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Only 2 iron plates there. Really? Really? This feels incorrect. Feels like we should have more throughput here. I mean, it feels like we shouldn't be having any delays. And yet, we're starting to see a little buildup of iron ingots over there. We got a rate in of 120 per minute. We got a rate out of 120 per minute. I suppose the rate out... Yeah, but that should be halved, so... I think I've done my maths wrong here. This is, yeah. So this whole belt is 120 per minute, and then that whole belt will be less than 120 per minute. So this is still, yeah, overstretching it. Overstretching the capacity of the belt. That's fine. Okay, well, we'll go and do that, and then that will at least allow us to get fully up and running. We need 2 more blast furnaces. Pilfer these iron plates. Just yeah, give me some iron plates. Make a couple of these, and then a couple more of those. And also, we're gonna need some combustion generators, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. And I'm gonna need more iron plates for them. Okay, that's that. And then how many combustion generators can we make? We can make 1. 1 singular combustion generator. Great. I'm going to need a few more than that. And a few more than that. And I'm going to need a few more than just 1 splitter too. Gosh darn it. There's always something. Okay, I think we've got the goods. So let's see if we can try and make it happen. I'm going to... This is going to be a big... It's going to be a big operation. I like this. I like this a lot. So, first of all, take away the important things. Then we're going to take away this. Yeah. But you know what? I kind of feel... Let's allow the rest of the coal to just run through. Seems fine to me. It's good. Yep, fine. How many units are you outputting? I think you should be outputting 120. Oh no, you're only outputting 60. Ah, okay. Well, we... currently can deal with double that. So I built this whole setup for double the capacity that never came. That's a little bit of a sad situation. But you know what? No big deal. No big deal. We'll get over it. We'll get over it. Right, multi-select. I would like to do a box select. And I would like to rotate the box so that it goes like this. We want to destroy all of that. Dismantle 16. Hold the right mouse button. Yep. And I would like to do another one of this. Sure. Good. Right mouse button. Yeah. Okay, it's a little... Again, it's a little early access. It's a little early access. These, yeah, see, that's good. See, that feels good enough, right? I feel like if it's good enough, we will just take it, even if it is not really that great. There we go. So we confirm, and then we do that. Okay. So, single select. Cool. Everything is a mess. Everything is a mess here. I have too many bits of concrete in my inventory. So whilst we're doing all of this, let's start the process of turning it all into concrete. I need to clean up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and actually that's it. To be fair, that's all we need to clean up. Maybe get rid of you too. So let's do an exact replica of what we've got over here. So we need 4. Cool. So they will handle... Yeah, they will all handle... So this will all be for 120 per... 120 per branch. So we will get 4 there. And then another 4 immediately here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, very annoyingly... Oh, concrete we can build bases with. Look at that. Okay, well, I'm not particularly interested in that, but it's good to note. Good to note. Let's worry about powering in just a second. The ingredients... Is that? Yeah, that is iron ore. Good. Good, good, good. Let's get... where is it? Splitters. Yeah, get splitters first. So, the splitters are going to come in here. They will split... They will split it 2 ways. And then they will split again 2 ways. Yeah. So, that will mean out to the side, into there. Straight. We're alright with this. Oops. And exact same again. There. And there. See, this feels good. This feels good. So, I've got 4 over here. Yep, perfect. So we want to have the same sort of like evenness, same latitude. Look at that. It's daytime at long last. I have got the levels of light in the night cranked up to the absolute max, and it is still too dark in my humble opinion. Why do we need a day-night cycle? Why do we need a day-night cycle? Just turn it off. I wish I could. I wish I could. Right. So, yeah, that's like 90% of the issue right there. We're pretty good. We are pretty good with the rest of this. So, let's get power connected up. The way that I guess we're going to do power is we're going to chain everything together. Not like that. Yeah, we're going to chain power together. And then it means that I only really need to connect up one to a grid point on the network. This is 100% going to crash my power grids. There is a 0% chance that this will... Sure, there's a 0% chance that this will work. But we're going to try it nonetheless. Also need to do the outputs. Output there. Output there. Output there. And outputs there. I don't think it matters which output we're coming from, but I'm going to try, just for the sake of consistency, to have it on the right outputs. There we go, and there we go. Now, I do, of course, realize that I have not got all of the recipes set up. Let's do that real quick. And then let's go and solve the biggest problem that I expect to come about from this rapid technological advancement. And that is power. That is power. There we go. Satisfaction is at 45%. However, we have got so much more coal to play around with. It's not even funny. Tell you what, though, it looks a little bit fishy. It looks a little bit funky, but I think it's good. I think it is good. Can I duplicate this? How many combustion generators have I got? 7 combustion generators. You know what? I should be able to dupe this. Cancel this. Let's just copy. Copy all this. You know what? That's exactly right. Copy. And then we just paste here. Yeah. Control V. Can I go again? Can't afford. Unfortunate, but that's fine. And then literally just this belt in there. And then a series of chain together connections. That's it. So currently, we are at grid satisfaction at 62%. That will rapidly increase, I think. Also, I want to offload as much of this coal as I possibly can. Yep, get it all out of my inventory. There we go. We certainly do not need more. Certainly do not need more coal there. Right, that is looking much better. And now we're at 84%. Really? Still only at 84%. That is probably because... yeah, we just straight up do not have enough. Well, that's unfortunate. But you know what? That's at least better than nothing. It's better than nothing. It's a pretty decent improvement in our situation. Does certainly mean that we're going to get a little bit more iron coming through, which is what we like to see. And in fact, with any luck, we should start to see a little bit of a backlog of iron plates. That's the dream anyway. Right. I am going to get more power. I am going to get more iron plates. Iron plates might start to accumulate over here if we're lucky. But what do I need to do? For now, I need to jump back on into the tech tree. This mining speed, I'm going to take this mining speed upgrade right now. That will fully realize my operation here. Now, it's going to be a little bit funky because technically there's been a bunch of ore building up, so it won't actually matter. Also, we're not actually fully satisfying the power requirement, so we're not even going to be able to produce at a full rate anyway, which is fine for now. It's not a long-term, not a good long-term solution. 1, 2, 3. We'll get more as soon as I get more iron plates. Yes, I am working on the iron plates. 4. It's good. Yeah, maybe we just go and dupe this entire setup twice. Yeah, I think that is what we do. I say dupe the entire setup twice. What I mean by that is dupe this new setup once. Yeah. Cool. Control C. And then we should have the ability to get this done. Can't really see where I'm building. It's too large. Okay, good. I need to make sure that I time this kind of accurately. Cool. Fine. Whoops. There we go. Come to a nice gentle stop there, and then link up the next thing. Cool. Again, I really question, why do we need rain? Why do we need a storm? I feel like we just don't. I'm just trying to build a factory. Okay, good. Good. And then here into here. Nice. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a long journey. Oh my lordy, it's a loud storm. It's going to be a little bit of a long journey for the coal to go on. But it should lead to 100% satisfaction. That's the dream anyway. What's the rate of coal consumption? I'm not actually sure what the rate of coal consumption is, but grid satisfaction is at 100%, which is lovely stuff. It's good. What I will also throw down is I've got the opportunity to get a merger here. Let's put in a merger. This is going to be a really, really sort of like janky potato. I know. I bet you can hardly believe that I'm about to give you a really janky solution, but I'm going to do it right here. We're going to throw that in there, and then I'm just going to use this to offload all my coal so that I don't have to worry about that. And then it's got the dual benefit of being able to provide a whole bunch of... Why is that not copied across? The dual benefit of providing a whole bunch of power, which is wonderful. Marvelous. Cool. Gets it out of my inventory. Gets power started. Perfect. Right. Now that we have done all of that, we can probably fairly rightfully return to humble steel production. Excellent. What are we going to do with slag? What are we going to do with steel? I don't know. What I do know, however, is that I need more iron plates, and I do not have enough of them. Let's, for now, just buffer both. Can I not set the outputs? Oh, weird. They both come out the same. They both come out the same hole. That's kind of awkward. That's really awkward to deal with. Hold on, take the slag out there. See if we leave it with nothing. How does that work? That's better. That's what we like to see. So we have steel coming out of this one. We have slag coming out of this one. Perfect. Amazing. So this one should only be steel, and this one should only be slag. Now, there is an alternative concrete recipe, isn't there? I believe that there is. What have we got? We have got alternative concrete from slag and water. Gonna get oil extraction now. Fluid extractor, oil refinery. Maybe we'll come back for the alternate concrete a little bit. I want to get railways. That's what I really want to do. Conveyor belt Mark II, lubricated gear. Yeah, I'll unlock that as well. Railways. Railway track is steel and stone. Train station and a locomotive. Advanced automation is a fabricator and a logic circuit. Yeah, I'll yoink this. Railway cargo, I absolutely want to get. Oil refining, solid fuel, plastic fuel. More energy, but we still need steam turbine. A steam turbine is probably what we get if I want more power. And I think I do want more power. This rain, please. Please. So unnecessary. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Right, we have increased our number of buildings by a substantial number, actually. A lot. I can yoink some stone. And I will build as much railway as I possibly can. I would very much like to experiment with railways. I can get a locomotive. That's it. What I would like to do, right? I feel like I would like to transport oil back to the base via train. That would be kind of cool. What do I need for... Oh, yeah, right mouse button to cancel. What did I need for the cargo wagon? Railway cargo. Cargo wagon, cargo unloader, industrial data pack. Oh, so I can't even move... Well, I suppose maybe I can move... maybe I can move oil by cargo wagon if it counts as... If it doesn't count as a liquid. Which it very well might. Right, I'm going to need to get... I mean, oil refinery. Presumably that'll refine into lubricant. And then we can make a lubricated gear with 2 iron gear and lubricant. Let's scan for crude oil. Let's have a look. Crude oil 900 meters away. 600 meters away over there. 1,000 meters, 1,000 meters. It's not a great number of options, to be brutally honest with you, video game. That is somewhat unfortunate. Let's add all these bits and bobs in there. Nice. Yeah, not terribly enamored with that. I cannot believe we still need more iron plates after all this. That's good. That'll help things out a lot. Electric mining drill, iron gear. We should be making iron gears here, right? Yeah. Yoink those. What's the issue with splitters? The issue with splitters is the plates. Kind of crazy that, to be honest. Kind of crazy that we need more plates, but that's okay. Right, so oil refineries 10 steel. I should get at least one more blast furnace. Probably, yeah, probably just one more blast furnace to do more steel production. That seems like a very sensible thing to do. Number 6. Yep, place that in there. And we will... Why are you here? I'm not sure about that. That in there, and then we will split this already incredibly paltry. Excuse me? What the heck? Why is this not working? Incredibly paltry, pathetic little low belt. We will split it already. Very low, very low, very low energy. Very low energy belt. Anyway, look at that. We got more steel. Do I really want to duplicate? No, I don't. I just kind of want to get my own little bespoke setup. I mean, we don't need to automate steel yet. I could make railways with steel, but I'm not gonna mess around with that. We're not gonna mess around with it. We're not gonna deal with it right now. Okay. I would like to get a refinery with 10 steel, which is very doable. There we go. Marvelous. Pipe is also made from steel. Train station is made from steel as well. We've got 25 railways. A locomotive is 8 lubricated gear. Getting a lubricated gear is important. Fluid extractors, 2 pipes. Let's make a couple of those. Is there anything else that I need to get in order to get my oil setup working? I'll get a refinery, obviously. I'll get a few more pipes. I'll get a fluid extractor. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, yeah, crude oil. Where is it? 83831. Is that really the best? Is that really the best crude oil situation over there? I mean, if it is, it is, and we'll try and pipe it back, I suppose. Let's get another one out here just in case we need a little bit of extra capacity, but I guess we'll go and find this crude oil. Well, this is apparently what a little puddle of crude oil now looks like. So let's go and get this fluid extracted, I suppose. Sure. Now, we've got a couple of different options. We could refine here, which I don't think I'm really in favor of. I think we want to move this around. The only question that I have in my mind is how far are these pipes gonna stretch? Pipe is too long, overlapping other objects. But actually, it looks like they might be fine. We have got a limited number. I do have the capacity to build more. Pipe is too long. But that's actually very doable. Pipe's too long. Great. Yeah, we're actually not that far from our base of operations. So we should be able to get this back to the base quite easily. Real question is, where do we want to process it? I could do it like here, but then I feel it's a bit too far away. And if there's any issues, then I need to be able to respond and get stuck in quite quickly. So I'm thinking maybe here. There we go. Good. Tell you what, this looks the business as well. Nice. And yeah, I think we'll do it here. I think we'll do it right here. Where is my refinery? I also have no idea. I need to build a test extractor because I have no idea how quickly it extracts. Yeah, it could extract at a very high pace or a very low pace. I suspect that it'll probably be matched. Crude oil cracking. Yeah, we need to do crude oil cracking. I don't think I have any storage facilities, do I? Not at the present moment. So we are going to have to just use... We're going to have to just use the crude oil that we get. Not connect to the power grid. Sure. Connect up over there. And then is it going to work? Yeah, it's going to work immediately. That's cool. So, petroleum and lubricants. I think that the only thing that we can do with petroleum, well, we can't do anything with petroleum at the moment, is, yeah, we can make plastic. Fluid management is fluid storage. That's quite an easy unlock. Oil refining, yes, maybe. Cargo wagon loader, cargo wagon unloader. Is there much point? I feel like there's not much point in this. I feel like there's not much point at all. Advanced automation, plastic wiring kits, industrial data pack. There's nothing there. Okay, steam turbine I absolutely want to do. Fluid management, yeah, fluid management seems like a good thing to get right now. We'll get a couple of... You know what, let's make one of these. Do we have a constructor? We've got an assembler. No constructor anywhere? No constructor anywhere. That's fine. Here's what I'm thinking. We will throw one of these down, and we will just have it make... Come on. There we go. We will just have it make pipes for us. Yep. Very happy with that, in fact. And then we don't really need to worry about pipes. We don't have to sweat small stuff. We can just get the pipe situation taken care of. Maximum number of connections. That's okay. That's why I built that pole over there. Perfect. Almost as if it was planned. Right. So let's get fluid management right here. Let's get some pipes. Let's get... How does that work, but this doesn't work? I mean... I'm not going to settle for that, to be honest with you. That's a swizz. That's what they call a swizz. I would just appreciate that if it worked. There we go. Much better. So, fluid storage, you're going to give me lubricants. Cool. And then you are going to store... more pipes, more pipes, more pipes, more pipes. 28. It's good enough. What? Oh, I didn't connect it to the flipping power grid. Sure. Well, it's not like we have plenty of iron plate to go around anyway, so that's fine. Anyway. Get this here. Really? Really? I feel like that's a bit unfortunate. Cool. Right, so that is petroleum. I don't know how much we can store in here. A lot, by the looks of things. Oil refinery, I suspect that we're going to get... I suspect that we've got way more oil than we actually need. But that's absolutely fine. Next question is, what do I want to get next? What do I want to get next? Another oil refinery, probably. Because another oil refinery would allow me to get plastics or something else useful. What is this? What's going on here? This feels not good. Am I extracting at a rate of I'm extracting at a rate of 120 per minute, right? We're at a rate of 90 per minute. I thought we were at a rate of 120 per minute. Ah, okay. Well, that maybe explains something. We need 600 data packs, mechanical data packs, in order to get a little bit of extra production out of there. Yeah, so we're currently not at maximum production speed for all of these things. That's fine. Yep, I will yoink a few more of these. I mean, maybe there's something to be said for... Yeah, we probably shouldn't have everything on a sort of like one single centralized belt. In fact, what am I talking about? I've got the ability to get level 2. That is what we need. We need lubricated gears. And one half of that is lubrication. The other half is... Well, you'll never guess. You'll never guess what the other half of a lubricated gear is. There we go. Good. It is, of course, the humble iron gear. Let's pile, like, 60 in. Sure. Connect up to that blast furnace over there. That's fine. Yeah, then get me some of these gears. And then let's see if I can manually just increase a few different bits of belt. So I'm going to just, like, build just a couple bits of conveyor, to be honest. Do I have any gear production that could be diverted over to here? I think I actually do. Yeah, we're doing fine for gear production here. Yeah, that's not super bad. Throw in 50 there. That's fine. Yeah, here's what I'm currently thinking, because we're not at max capacity yet, right? So this needs to be upgraded. That needs to be upgraded. That needs to be upgraded. We upgrade those two, and then this one here. And then that is pretty much... Yeah, that is pretty much all the upgrades that we need in order to get this evacuated... this iron plate evacuated from here. That's what I'm thinking, because that can deal with 240. This is 120 in, 120 in, if there's no other iron ingots being siphoned off for anything else. which, you know, absolutely could be the case, and is the case in other places. Probably worth getting at least one more, just to be on the safe side. Definitely feels like that is pretty big efficiency improvements. There we go. There we go. Grab this. And then, yeah, I don't think the belt level 2 is going to become our new default. Our new default belt, but it will at least make an impact. There we go. That's looking better. I think that is actually much better. And so 43, 42, 43, 41. Yeah, so that is decreasing slowly but surely. We are reducing the amount that we've got over there. Steel is actually quite a iron-intensive process, to be fair. It is quite an iron-intensive process. Maybe that's what we could do with a train. Maybe that is what we could do with a train. Where's the nearest iron ore deposit that we've not plumbed? 83053. I don't really want to... I suppose we could go over there. I mean, look, here's what I'm currently thinking. I want to do the trains. I want to use trains. Who doesn't want to use trains? I want to use trains. Let's unlock cargo wagons, industrial data pack. No. Steam turbine. Yeah, sure. We'll unlock steam turbine. Oil refining. Sure, we'll get that as well. Advanced automation. That will give me the fabricator and then the logic circuit. I don't know what the fabricator will be used for, but yeah, we can worry about that in a little bit. Another rainstorm? I promise you, folks, this is not me. I'm not doing a rain dance in order to try and encourage this utterly incredible amount of rain. Right, so train station. I'm assuming that we're going to need 2 train stations. Cargo loader. Yep. Cargo unloader. Yep. Locomotive, we need 8 lubricated gears. We need a combustion generator. And, in fact, we're going to need lots of lubricated gears. But the good news is, lubricated gears are all over here. Yeah, don't have any. That's fine. We can get a few more. Was I going to automate this process, or was I just going to, like, sort of leave this here? I think maybe I'm leaning towards just using random gears as and when I need to. There is no way this is going to work. This is, yeah, in the ground. Belt is too steep. Overlapping with another object. Yeah, belt is too steep. Yeah, okay. You know what? This lends a terrific amount of credence to the fact that this is a very temporary solution. So what did I get? Combustion generator. I need a loco. I need cargo wagon. And I probably need, like, more cargo wagons. I mean, no self-respecting train is just going to have one single cargo wagon. Cargo loader, cargo unloader. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So we need another cargo wagon. Oh, I need a storage container. 2 storage containers. And yeah, that's going to be 2 more cargo wagons. I don't know how much stuff is held in the cargo wagons, but that's okay. Right. Let's see how this rail system works. I think we're going to try and deliver iron by rail. Okay. Mouse wheel gives me curve. That's fine. Let's bring it straight like this. Sure. And then it's kind of difficult to connect, to be honest with you. It's kind of a little bit difficult to operate. Can I continue to curve it round? Yeah, but you see, then if it goes into the landscape video game, I can't really do much about that. Right. Over to there. See, that's fine. It's good. Keep bringing it round. See, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. Right. No, maybe not that much. So, okay, these tracks, these rails they can go. They can go. Left shift, mouse wheel. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, good. We want to go up. Not really in this direction, though, but that's fine. We're kind of floating. Oh, wow. This can do crazy things. Can I do left shift, bring it down? Yeah, and then stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, this is not easy. This is not easy. Okay, so we want the curve to be 0. We want the gradient to be up as much as we can. And then yeah, we just want to go. We just want to go, 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 go. Yeah, keep coming, keep coming. Maybe snake it across the sky a little bit. Yep. Let's do... Sure, that's fine. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So even a 0.5 degree turn will lead to something like that. I also don't know how long a single bit of track can be. It's still going. Oh, it's going. It do be going. Well, we're gonna have a rail in the sky here. Okay, that is the maximum length. That is gargantuan. That is absolutely gargantuan. Hold on. Hold on. Right mouse button, reset. What's the issue here? Why is this not working? Have I done goofed something here? What's the issue? What's the issue here, video game? Oh, now it's possible for me to build? Cool. Well, let's go this way. Sure. Well, to be fair, we do kind of need to be up at this height already. Keep it coming. There we go. Okay. So sometimes it only, like, updates if I... So weird. This is not a foolproof system. Okay, so build there. Great. We're going to want to... Yeah. It's fine. Oh! I built to the wrong place. I thought I was going to build and then land on it, and then I thought that was going to look super epic. Apparently not. Right. Here's what we need to do. The gradient needs to come down. Oh, this is funky. Gradient needs to come down. The angle, the curve needs to come in as tight as we possibly can. Keep lowering the gradient. Maybe don't hit the pipe. That's fine. I didn't really mean to do that, but that's okay. Gradient, yep. Minus 12. Minus 12. And you know what? Let's build an electric mining drill. Do I need to build an electric mining drill? I don't need to build an electric mining drill. I've got one on my person. So, good news. We actually already have all of the infrastructure needed to connect this up to the grid here. There we go. There we go. Let's just bring... Let's bring this right down past here. Sure. Yeah, right to there. Perfect. So how do we load this? How is this loading system going to work? Train loader. Yeah. So do we attach that to the rails? Uneven surface? Yeah, I mean, that's probably the sort of like understatement of the century there, to be honest, video game. I mean, if I do some concrete out from here, single, change build mode, array. Yeah, how about that? If I do a bit more of this, will this work? If this works, I'd be very, very happy. Must be placed on a railway. Yeah, but it's okay. Must be placed on a railway, uneven surface. I think it's the angle, to be honest. I think it's the pretty, like, drastically aggressive angle down that we are trying to pull off here. Unsuccessfully, I might add. What about if... Hold on. What if I just do... What if I just do it here? Uneven surface? Uneven surface? Yeah, I can't help but feel like maybe we do actually need to anchor this on the ground. Right, let's get this curving round here. Okay, good. And then... Sure. What about if we bring it down to there? And then... This is the freakiest train journey I think anybody will ever have been on. There's no way that it'll go through the mountain, will it? I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to go through the mountain. It just needs to get, like, vaguely near. Do you know what? Yeah, let's do... Let's do this. Do this, do this, do this. A little bit higher elevation. Surely, right? At some point along this line, uneven surface, uneven surface. At some point, we must be able to get mouse wheel rotates, uneven surface, uneven surface, uneven surface. Really? I mean, if I build concrete underneath, how about that? Come on. That's as even a surface as you can flip and get. Is it a level thing? Do we need to hit it at level? I mean, maybe we just do... Maybe we do sort of straight and narrow. Right, so that is literally 0, 0, 0. Uneven surface. Yes, I know. Change build mode. Try building out. I mean, I can't help but feeling like this is actually quite even. Yeah, come on, bruh. This is very even. This is very, very, very even. Try under here, maybe? I mean, apart from the sky stuff be placed on a railway. Yeah, but you see... Okay, maybe there's another build mode. Is there another build mode that I can build with railways? I don't think there is, you know. Hold on, let me try something different. Let me see if I can try and do... If I build here, right? If I build this bit... If I build this bit just literally straight on land, it works perfectly. Nice. Okay, so then let's hold that there. Let's get my sky railway. Can this sky railway link up? Oh, this is where we're going to have a real challenge. Oh, no, not even. Not even. No challenge at all. It doesn't look great. That also doesn't look great. Not sweating the small stuff. Not sweating the small stuff. Now, the train loader, does this need a power connection? I will try and power connect it. Doesn't look like it does. And then let's just get ourselves a belt from over there. Belt up to here. And then just belt in. No, don't belt in. That's a stupid thing to do because otherwise we will have no... We will have absolutely no... In fact, actually, do I just want to bring back... No, I can't bring back plates. I don't want to get extra power infrastructure and stuff set up out here. That's fine. We do a little bit of buffering. That's fine. And then I've got 13 bits of plate that should be able to get me back. Yeah, let me tell you. let me tell you. This train system needs a bit of work. This is funky. Okay, good. Can I go further? No, I'm not going to risk it, because what I really want to do is... yeah, what I really want to do is, like, fly down... Where the heck? This is crazy. I really want to fly down here, and... Yeah. Basically extend it below me, and ideally stay on top of it the entire time, so that I get a nice free ride home, but... Apparently that's not to be. Okay, connect up here. Yeah, it's also not super, like, obvious when you actually have a connection with the railway. See, I could have sworn I'm clicking there. But it doesn't really show me that I'm connected. I think it's easier. It's much easier if you're, like, sitting up on top here. Look, this is going to be worth it. This is going to be worth it if we can pull this off. Oh, it's going to be magic. It's going to be glorious, glorious, freakish, glorious magic. Also, it'd be really nice if I could get bigger, better, more powerful jetpack. So that I didn't just have to rely on this plucky sucker. Right, let's see if we can try and pull you out of the ground. And actually get you anchored quite nicely into the ground. In some form or another. There we go. And we can really see that, I guess the true advantage of railways is that you can really move them up. There's no way that's allowable. Yeah, see, we're far too deep. Sure. Let's try it. Let's try that. Oh, this is going to be a circus. I mean, it already is a circus. Let's, sure, connect to there. And all we need to do is just try our very best to get this. Look at the angle. Look at the angle of this. Look at the angle of this track. It's actually not bad. Like, I think that might connect. It does connect. I would not like to be driving the train and going over that connection there. Put it that way. Right, can I get the unloader here? So train station, I have not got a train station at the other end, but that's fine. So train station here. Goods. And then unloader. I did build you, yeah. I did build you. And I think that's actually quite, yeah, small and workable. Also, I'm realizing now, if I've got multiple different wagons, which I do, or I want to have, we will need to have multiple different unloaders. Also, it's not super obvious where the, we'll say drop off. It's not super obvious where the train is going to sit relative to the other stuff. Let me see. Look, this could make it all worth it. This could make it all worth it depending on how sweet this loco is. There's also no fuel. Trains are very experimental. Driving modes, automatic. Call it train. Add station, drop off. Weight conditions, cargo empty, basically. And then we want to set up another station, which I did not do up here. Which I'm going to have to go and do now, unfortunately. Right, here we are. It's time. Train, station, platform. We're going to have to build it like here, aren't we? Let's call you, I don't know, pick up. Sure. And then, unfortunately, we can't interact with... Oh, I had that there. Yeah, we can't interact with this, so we're going to have to go all the way back down to get to the train again. Which is very annoying. Well, we made it. We made it. It's time to deploy the wagon. Okay. You can't be added here. Because it's overlapping. Well, I can't do much about that. Right. Weight, empty cargo, and then pick up. Weight. Oh, add weight condition. Time passed. 15 seconds. Sure. Okay, can I ride along? I really want to ride along. Is that not possible? Disabled. Okay. Sure. We'll throw extra wagons on there. Can I hop in here? Okay, I'm allowed to hop in. That's good. Automatic. And then we go. It's not a great view. Choo-choo. Yeah, it's not a great view, but you know what? It's fine. Maybe I can... Hold on. Disabled. Just like how it comes to an immediate stop. Okay. This is fine. And then automatic. There we go. That's better. Okay. Physics be damned. Oh. There, a little bit. Oh. Oh, no. 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 I missed my chance. I got got decapitated by the rail network that I've built. The monstrous rail network. Well, the train is going to stop for 15 seconds up at the top there. I think the chances of it loading are about 0%, to be honest. I think it will get there, but I just don't think it's going to load. I just don't think the spacing is right. That being said, I'm looking forward to being wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, hold on. Disabled. Yeah. So, yeah, does not work. Does not work. But it's close. It's close. Must be placed on a railway. And we place it on a railway. Yep, come on. Yeah, there we go. And then we get... sure, we just throw that. Does that work? Sure. It's a little bit of a roundabout journey. Let's see how this actually works. I am kind of curious to see how this all comes together now. The other thing to bear in mind is that, of course, we've got 4 wagons, which means that we need 4 loaders, and I'm honestly just not that brave. Just not that brave. Let's add... So this is going down. It's good. It doesn't actually show... It doesn't actually show any cargo in the wagon, which is absolutely devastating. Let's sort and then just bang these in manually. Okay, you know what? Look, for an experimental train, it's workable. Maybe when everything is full, we will be able to see some iron in the wagon. I don't know. Whatever the case, look, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Driving mode, automatic, go. And time pass, 15 seconds, sure. Am I going to get dinged by this train sign? I think I am. Let's see if we can step into the cargo wagon at the back here. Maybe this will give me a slightly safer driving experience, even though it is technically full of iron ore. Yeah. Okay. We good? Choo-choo? Choo-choo. Go. 2. Yeah. Pick up. 2. What's the issue here? What? Why? Require all conditions. Add weight condition. Time passed. Yeah. Why are we not driving? Go. Go. Move. Move. Pick up. You cannot manually drive them yet. That's a real bummer. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I have no idea what else I can do here. Pick up, delete, cargo empty. Go here. Go here. Maybe we just need to wait until this train is full. I'm really, really hoping that is the case. Come on, you monstrously ridiculous train. Okay, you're now full. And I ain't seeing nothing. Wait condition, time pass, 15 seconds. Add wait condition. 1 second. Is there an issue with the routes? To be honest, I would not be surprised if there was an issue with the actual route for me to get the train to the station. I'm not sure. That being said, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Look, don't get me wrong. It's very, very early. It's alpha. It's, you know, it's still in the design process, and certainly from what I can say, the last time that I played this game definitely feels like it's come on leaps and bounds. A lot of real improvements to the buildings. I really like the way that things feel now. Don't get me wrong, everything still feels really, really early. The tech tree, I think, is a little bit funky. The weather is just insane. I just don't know what the point of the weather is. The day-night cycle is just daft. I mean, just let me turn them off. Let me turn them off, for goodness sake. But everything else that I played, I really like the look of. Oh, the dogs were a bit derpy, but apart from that, I like the idea of enemies in the game. Anyway, ladies and gents, on this very disappointing note, with the train refusing to move anywhere, it's a good-looking train, to be fair, but just not moving. We are going to wrap things up for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. thank you very much for sticking with me. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.